Hey y'all, Instinct Survivalist coming to you with another 2-Tip Tuesday. This time we're going to talk about easy to use field cards, or pocket cards if you will, and cookies. Actually not cookies, but it's what I keep it in. It's pine straw. We'll talk about distressed pine straw. So let's talk about the placards or the cards or the pocket cards or whatever you want to call these things. They are officially called the Pocket Naturalist Guide. So that's the ones I'm looking at. But what these do is, this was a tip given to me, is hey, go grab something you can throw in your bag, and these cards right here are a big help. Now I know that you can find them at Barnes & Noble, that's where I got these. You can find them at Books A Million, you can find them at Pick a bookstore, you can find them typically the big box stores. You can also order them off of the off of Amazon.com. You can also order them off of Self-Reliance Outfitters. And what they are is, it's a cheat sheet, for lack of a better term, to start realizing and recognizing different things. So in this case, with the animals, tracks, and signs, it starts to let you realize what are we looking at based off of the foot tracks, or the footprints, if you will. And we go to the back, the fun topic, right? The habitat, and the poop. Let's talk about the scat. So get you to learn about that as well. And one of the benefits of this is start helping you to realize what is around you, where you go, what's your field, what's in your field, if you will, or what's in your zone, if you will. And so you can see edible wild plants. What this has been very beneficial for is helping me to start learning some of the different plants that are around me and what's edible versus what is not. And one of the things I like about this is it does give you in green. So it gives you in springtime, gives you the flower, gives you the leaves, which is a big benefit as far as that pieces go. But it also has seashore plants, desert tropical plants, poisonous plants, and then these down here of contact poisonous plants. So guess what's there? Yeah, poison ivy, giant hogweed, wild parsnip. It starts looking at Virginia creeper, so to tell you can't eat it. And then the other one that's always the confusion of that, right? Poison ivy. And then the other side is, and this one is medicinal plants, and it gives you the leaf shapes. So really beneficial. I can't speak highly enough about these. There's another brand out there that's beneficial, but take these, you can throw them in your bag. They're laminated, waterproof, but definitely throw them in your bag, and you can see that's going to be a no-brainer for taking up space. So lightweight, no taking up space, very beneficial in there. There's several to choose from, not just these three. So now let's talk about the cookies, or what's in the cookie tin. And this is actually distressed pine straw. Scott Jones actually turned this, from Media Prehistoria, actually turned me onto this because although I was aware it was out there, I didn't know what it was, or how to use it, if you will. And what distressed pine straw is sometimes when you go down a trail, you see pine straw being trampled on and things of that nature. That's great. However, if you ride along a roadside that's constantly traveled, what you'll see is this big bundle of pine straw that just keeps fluffing around or blowing around like a tumbleweed. That is distressed pine straw. And the benefit of it is, and you'll see I've got a big cookie tin of it. I specifically went to the store, to the dollar store, or the Goodwill or Salvation, I don't remember, one of the ones where I could actually get this, a thrift store, to get cookie tins, and I picked up 3 big old cookie tins for just that. And what it is typically it's already processed. So you know what we think about processing, right? You make sure that you take the time to tear and process and break it down and make sure that it's usable, because again, you want to be assured fire. Now, the other side of this is that if it's in dry conditions, then you can go in and do that. However, in Georgia, the cookie tin, right? So to make sure we can get everything we need without having to worry about it. But what you're trying to do, and I'll actually give you a close-up of this, what you're trying to do is just get as much of the surface area and the fibers you can get from the pine straw. So let me bring that up for you. You can see how just the little bitty fibers looks kind of fluffy there, and the reason for that is because now it will take for my bird nest, if you will, take it and make it in a bird nest format if I wanted to, but then I can just take, and it will take a strike from my ferro rod. No problems, no fuss, no muss. Well, if I can strike my ferro rod, how about that? There we go. And you can see pretty quickly that it's already starting Turn it over on itself. Brush the other embers off. Make sure I move this and make sure my hat doesn't catch on fire. So those are the two tips for this week. One is assured fire, and the other is a learning capability through something like a Cliff Notes version of one of the thick books. And the reason for these is to make sure that you can get exactly what you need and you're continually learning. Lovely. I don't think it's totally out, but that gets a good bit of it. I threw it across and it started lighting again. So anyway, guys, hey, thanks for everything you do. Just making sure it's not in the wrong spot where it's going to catch everything on fire. Thank you for everything you do. Thanks for your likes, your subscribes. Don't forget to comment. We're still growing tips, still growing recommendations. And then again, your likes and thumbs up are really helping me out as far as passing the word around and everything like that. So, hey, thanks for joining us for another 2-Tip Tuesday. I know it's a short one, but hey, if you got a good tip, then that's the way it goes. So anyway, hey, thanks y'all, and until next time, use your instincts to survive. Thanks for watching.